He was told to wait outside the very lounge he had built. The words were soft, almost polite, but they cut deeper. Then a shout. You don't look first class. No velvet ropes, no flashing signs, just a glass door, and a woman's narrowed glance deciding who belonged and who didn't. A stranger in wrinkled cotton was dismissed, while a man in a tailored suit strolled past, greeted with his drink waiting. Jim Carter, that was the name on the ticket. But behind the borrowed glasses and the worn backpack was Jackson Hale, the man who had turned a two-lane startup into a national airline. Today, that name meant nothing. Today, appearance was the passport. He stood still, face blank, and pulled out the notebook worn thin from use. One line joined dozens already, inked across its pages. Access denied. Judged by clothes, status assumed. The silence around him wasn't empty. It was heavy, deliberate, the kind that made strangers invisible. This wasn't a glitch. This was a culture. And for the 23rd time in 10 days, he had seen dignity priced by fabric and face. If it were, you turned away from a door you had paid for, judged by nothing but your shirt. Would you swallow it in silence? Or call it out? Tell me in the comments. Stay quiet or speak up. Jackson sat on the hard plastic chair just outside the frosted glass. The air smelled faintly of burnt coffee and tired perfume. From where he sat, the rhythm was clear. A man in a charcoal vest approached. Smile met him before his ID even touched the counter. Welcome back, sir, the attendant said, voice warm, almost rehearsed. A quick scan, a nod, and the glass door slid open. Moments later, an older man shuffled forward. His jacket hung loose on brittle shoulders, his suitcase small and battered. He placed his card on the desk with hands that trembled slightly. The same attendant glanced once, lips pressed thin, and turned her eyes away. No smile, no warmth, just a gesture to step aside. Inside, laughter floated faintly from leather chairs. Outside, silence pressed against him. Jackson's gaze followed the two men, one gliding inward, one left, standing with nowhere to belong. He wrote in his book, without pause, appearance equal access, warmth equal wardrobe. The pattern wasn't subtle anymore. It was a script. He leaned back, watching faces file past every smile or frown dictated not by loyalty, but by fabric, and he knew this wasn't coincidence. This was design. She stood in line with the child on her hip. The stroller folded awkwardly at her side. Her voice was soft, almost apologetic. Could someone help me, please? Eyes flicked toward her, then away. No one moved. The baby shifted restlessly, tugging at her collar, but she balanced everything with quiet determination. She asked again, silence. Behind the counter, the attendant's smile didn't falter. It simply redirected. Because at that exact moment, a man in a sharp suit dropped his leather bag on the desk. No words yet, no request. Still, the same. Attendant stepped forward, posture straight, voice bright. Let me take care of that for you, sir. The bag was lifted with both hands as though it mattered more than the weight of a child. Jackson watched the contrast unfold, like theater. The mother's face tightened, half fatigue, half shame, as she shifted her son higher and dragged the stroller herself. Behind her, the suited man adjusted his cufflinks, oblivious to the imbalance. Another line filled his notebook. Mother ignored. Businessmen served. No disguise could shield him from the sting. This was no accident of mood. It was hierarchy on display. Written in gestures. Everyone pretended not to notice. He stepped forward slowly, shoulders squared the way only.